That place of suffering turned into a sanctuary. You may feel like you're being tortured. You may feel like you're in a prison. You may feel like you're just in the worst circumstances. How could you ever have peace? How could you ever be happy? How could you ever get over the anger? And I want to refer you to a story in Acts chapter 16. Paul and Silas were in Philippi. They're arrested. They are falsely accused. They are imprisoned unjustly. They're chained to the wall. They're beaten. And in the middle of the night, in a darkness that you could feel, there was no electricity. They begin to sing and praise God. They overcome whatever anger there could have been in their hearts. And they begin to sing and praise God. Let me tell you something. When you begin to worship and praise God, I want to tell you what happens. God comes into your circumstances. God shows up, an earthquake takes place, every prison door is opened, every chain falls to the ground. The warden is immediately concerned because if anybody escapes, it's his life for theirs. And this is the most astounding part of the story to me. If anybody had a reason to run, it was Paul and Silas. God answered prayer. I'm out of here. Let's go. Paul and Silas didn't run. And the only reason that makes sense to me is that the presence of God had come into that place where they felt like I'm in a very real prison. There's no way out for us. The presence of God came in there, and it was so wonderful. Have you ever been in a place like that? When you were worshiping or when you were in prayer and your heart was melted and the tears flowed and you might have been afraid to open your eyes because the presence of God was so real. And there they are. And that place of suffering turned into a sanctuary. That prison turned into a palace of praise. And the presence of God was so real and so thick that Paul and Silas did not run. They didn't. They would rather be right there in the presence of God than to run for what looked like freedom, but was really just an illusion. Because in his presence is fullness of joy. In his presence. Oh, may I never lose the wonder of his presence.